Chavez is locked up tonight on a charge that he murdered a state representative's son. And we've learned that Chavez was fired by the city earlier this year after he was accused of stealing cash on the job. Plus, News 13's Alex Tomlin dug up something else about him that caught the attention of the detectives investigating the murder. Alex?
Dick, for the past 13 years, Jesse Chavez has been a city employee. And after he was fired earlier this year, the union even went to bat for him. Jesse Chavez isn't wearing the city's uniform these days. He's an MDC orange. He was fired from the city in February.
He was a parking attendant, and he was under investigation for some cash handling discrepancies. And while he was reassigned from his regular position, he was subsequently arrested for trafficking and for a felon in possession of a firearm. And that put him in the status of being AWOL as an employee.
It certainly wasn't the first time Chavez had been arrested during his tenure with the city. Online court records show he's been picked up for everything from assault and battery to drunk driving and drug dealing. Now he has a new charge. Chavez was arrested yesterday at his home for the murder of Ralph Chavez. The two men are not related, but Ralph Chavez is the son of State Rep Ernest Chavez. Bernalillo County detectives say the murder was a botched burglary. The victim was shot to death in his South Valley house last week. Deputies say there was pot and coke inside the house. They're still investigating to see if Jesse Chavez was specifically after those drugs. When I asked about this message on Jesse Chavez's Facebook page, detectives wanted to talk to me. It says, quote, "They should have made sure I was dead before they left. Now I'm back and I'm taking out their whole fam and some," end quote. Detectives say Chavez and the victim knew each other, but don't know if they had been violent with each other before. Even though Chavez is gone from the city, his case there isn't closed.
The union did grieve his termination, and that, in fact, recently have made a request for discovery of information on that termination.
The union attorney said he did not know yet if they will ditch the appeal of Chavez's firing now that he's accused of murder. The victim's friend was also shot in the house. He survived. The day after the double shooting, Chavez posted on his Facebook that he was twisted as blank right now. Another message detectives are very interested in. Dick?
Okay, Alex, this whole thing does raise questions as far as why Chavez was able to keep his job over the years as his arrests kept piling up. The city says it cannot fire an employee unless the arrest prevents them from doing their job. He was actually convicted of one of those drug dealing charges in 2002 while he was a city worker. An official says he's not sure if the city knew about that conviction at the time.